Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Eric Schmiel and thank you for joining me for Tuesday Night Aesthetics, the night of the week where we play more tranquil ambient games of a more experimental nature. Tonight we are playing the Stanley Parable, a game well known for making rather scathing criticism of free choice in video games, while ironically becoming one of the better examples of branching narratives in the medium. On Thursday nights, we have Thursday Night Frights, where I currently am playing Five Nights at Freddy's, and it's mostly just me screaming for an hour. With luck, we'll finally finish that game this week, and then we can move on to Alien Isolation, which hopefully I'll have a better grasp of the mechanics and achieve some sort of fundamental competency, which would be lovely. So, for now, let us begin the Parable. Now, I've heard about this game for a very long time.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hello, Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
That sucks.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
That's like what I do.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push,
Also
how
like
long
what
to
I do.
push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, of every month, of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
That's a damn
as though he
lie.
had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I get it, because video game.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
What was that?
Something that would forever change Stanley.
Used a typewriter?
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions,
What do you
call
do
a
now,
meeting,
Stanley?
or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
And that's
But
when
as
I
he came to his
press S.
wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright, let us begin. Now that's clever, starting a game about choice. With a gentleman who's never had choice a day in his life. I hate Mondays. Fair enough. I wonder what would happen if we just stayed in the office. Would he recognize it? Oh, I can figure that out on my own time. Can we interact with things? No, we can't. I guess we just have to leave. Can we jump? No jumping. Ah, but we can crouch! Let's hide under the desk. Can't crouch low enough. Fair enough. Into the office! Now what? Can we go in here? What about here? Oh. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
The office is closed.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I am locked out of my own office.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh! Then why was that monitor on? Although I guess people leave their computers on. I know I do. Sorry, Earth. Wait,
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
It made you say something different. Oh, a generic landscape photo. That makes lockpick sounds when I try to use it. Okay. I guess we failed to pick the lock of the landscape. Well, all you meeting room. Let's turn off all the computer monitors and have it do nothing. Hello. Nope. Nope. Turn that one off. Oh, we probably should have read that. That was probably just a generic message.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
No, we don't. Or, well, I picked up on it, homie. I just don't care. Is this the meeting room? Guess not. But there's a ladder in there leading to air conditioning stuff. And spilt coffee! Oh no! That's horrible! Do those mugs say denial? No, it'd be spelled differently. That's all good. Okay. Let's keep clicking on every door. I think we're getting somewhere. That area. Wait, what's that? It's just coffee on a chair. Okay. I don't think you should leave.
When Stanley came to
Oh,
a
no!
set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's be deliberately wrong.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Perhaps. Or maybe I just want to go back to the meeting room now. Which I can't, you jerk! I've been locked in! It must carry on forward! What's all the people leaving their monitors on? That looks like a cool room. Got a dry erase board, we can go draw a kitty. Nothing in there. Only one way to go, I suppose.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Yes.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Drinking it all in. What's that sign say? Coffee nut. Oh, wow, you're so silly.
Really, really worth it being here in the room.
Absolutely.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Yes, sir. It's a very fine, immaculate room. I especially like the #1 dad mug.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
No, it didn't. It reflected awesomely.
That this is why everyone left.
Oh, well, it wouldn't be the first time. I think it'll say one more thing if we hang out a little bit longer.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue.
Ooh, what's
But
this?
when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
What is it about this place? The weeks spent here, they feel like or seconds. Seconds by... It's too small to read. I wish we had a magnifying glass. Well, I guess the narrator isn't going to send us any more messages. Should we move on? Okay. Unless there's a message now! No, there wasn't. Okay.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room.
That's not
and took
true.
the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Duty called. I didn't have enough of that room. That room was awesome. Nope. Take that, authority! Ah, ha, ha, ha!
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Indeed, I am incredible. Now, I use drafting boards. This is the drafting sound. That's the sound it makes when you draft. Click, 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 click. Alright. Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Okay. Did I lie there? Ooh, who knows? We'll find out later. I'm really getting skeezed out by this dude locking me out of places. Okay, this is starting to feel like a puzzle. This is a really big warehouse. Do normal warehouses look like this? I'm not used to there just being a drop. That's skeezy, man. What?
Look, Stanley,
Oh, no!
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I think so too,
I'm
dog.
not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Then why
I
have
realize
you
that
trapped
investing
me?
your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Why
There's
should I
someone
trust
you've been
you?
neglecting, Stanley.
Is it me?
Someone you've forgotten about.
Is it you?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
Oh.
I'm not asking for me, I'm asking
Let's make a
for
real
her.
choice. Ah!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and
Yeah!
no one gets to tell him what to do,
Indeed!
Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Go team!
Good job, Stanley.
Thank you.
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Awesome. Well done, guys. We won the game. We've achieved free will. Ha ha ha, but at what cost? Oh, right. Maybe we should try again. Perhaps not
All of his co-workers
doing
were gone.
what he says
What could it mean?
didn't work out too well.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yes, perhaps I did. To the meeting room, you guys. We may have missed a memo.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, I thought it was going to be really clever and change it to the right this time. I don't know. I'm already bored of following orders. Let's not do that anymore. There's no outside. This is
Yet
spooky.
there was not a single person here either.
Oh, I could use a
Feeling
PowerPoint slide like
wave of
that.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Wait, I messed the last one. Okay, how to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you, take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers, resent coworkers for not supporting me. I like it. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header. Ooh, slick! And throw some bevel on all the text. This will ensure a calm and, oh no! Everyone is unique, you most of all. Why, thank you! I like being the most unique. Well done, me. Glug, glug, glug. Out of coffee. Number of slides on this slide. Charts and slides. That's a very informative slide. What else you got for me? Slide? Rate at which charts on the same slide depict the same information.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all.
I'm
he
working.
seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his
You must
inability
appreciate
to
me.
do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
Indeed. God, it reminds me of high school. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee, like yourself, spelling errors, but more inclined toward conflict, unless you're the kind of person who initiates conflict, why we hire you? We need to read faster, curses! Talk radio, yes. Mitosis, spring break, yeah, okay. I'd be down with lunch and maybe pollution. Okay, tips for that. There we are. Talk less, do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no expectation of promotion or recognition. Don't get fired. That's what I've been doing wrong all this time. And I guess it's going in a cycle now. Unless it wants to think it's going to a cycle, then it surprises us. But we're not going to stick around to find out. We're going to read these. What do people want? Things! Yes. Money? More money. Things, but with money to buy more things? Graphs? Graphs about things and money? We have our new product. The stock market is somewhere here. Colored in segment stripes. Requires more secondary research. What is hot? Teenagers. Profits. Oh, that's creepy, dude. Don't call teenagers hot. Facts. Okay. Let's look at more business. Bi-quarterly post review. We need something reviews. We need hopelessness? We need hope less? Oh well. 402 plus 405. Want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule. But I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers. More water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Okay. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net? Some sort of child trap? I like the way these guys think. Work harder, hard worker. Aye aye. Throw something in the idea bin. The trash bin? That's mean. No more bins. Trash cans. Renaming of the idea bin. Fixing of me. Well, at least they recycle the same old ideas over and over. What a clever chart. Oh, that is a lot of percent. Let's engage the other charts. To do. Synergize core value expenditures. Shift global market parade. Okay. Monetize free to play. Oh dear. That's kind of defeats the point of free to play, doesn't it? Top priority is hidden. Fair enough. Oh, a sticky note. What's it say? Help! I'm a post-it. Well done. Oh no, this game's working. It's warping my brain to appreciate horrible, horrible humor. No, it's very clever. I mean, who doesn't want to be a post-it? I'd feel trapped. Let's see. Targets. Push for funding for research and development of new coffee machine. Okay. Standardized graphs. Not efficient. Ongoing. Get Chris out of the broom closet. I mean, he's happy. Synergize papers. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Oh no! Fire paper guy! Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy! Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on the topic of the future was yesterday, tomorrow is now. Okay, what's going on tomorrow? Which is today. Complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agenda. Reflect. Employee Jim. I want to be Jim. Jim doesn't have to have a number. Wait, are we in there? Are we 427? No, I don't see us. Okay, I guess this wasn't for us. Oh, another message. Splendid. Indeed. News from the front? No, it's an email. Goodbye, email. Meeting room. Floor 4XX group. Meeting schedule. What's going on Monday? Today is Tuesday, so let's see what's Tuesday. Termination Tuesday. Ooh. Office efficiency. Legal? Mondays was weekly targeting, admin, marketing Mondays. Group 40X, Group 450X. This group is too small. Oh, this box is too small. I hate that, really. Cabal planning. Smiley face. That's right, kids. If you're ever doing something creepy, just cover it up with a smiley face. Okay, Wednesday, IT department. We are broke Wednesdays. Oh, that's every day for me, buddy. Financial panic meeting. All right. I think Wednesday's my day, you guys. Infinity Bird. Sideways Infinity Bird on the last one. Okay. Thursdays. Mergers. Ideas and development. Pre-review of weekly review. And then we had the weekly review. Oh my. Pranking Floors meeting. What to do about 432? Don't tell 432 about this meeting. Okay. Office party. Nice. Oh, and those are the times at the bottom. Okay. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Let's use. Ah! Curses! It appears we aren't the whiteboard manager. We could not alter. Oh, Franz. I'm sorry, Franz. I miss Franz. Well, that's everything, you guys. I guess it's time to leave. Goodbye. Into the wide, wide world. Oh, let's get that dude out of the broom closet. Will it tell us to? No, it won't. Initiative! That's how we get promoted. Ah. Oh no, we're gonna be the guy that gets stuck in the broom closet. That's okay.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No, I didn't. I looked at your stuff. Cool stuff, guys. Well done. Oh, hello, person. We're standing in a broom closet because it's super exciting.
No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
The narrator's telling us...
No reason to still be here.
Narrator's telling us there's no reason to still be here, but I don't believe him. I think he's a liar. Full of lies and other nasty things like scorpion tails.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
He
wasn't even doing anything.
You're baffled that I could outwit you, narrator?
He'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
No, I'm not. I'm interacting with the narration and the story. I'm an agent, damn it. We could feasibly interact with this...
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes.
Standing around doing nothing?
Look, everyone comes out at their own pace.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I'm trying. You're not listening. I'm in the broom closet because that's where the brooms are, and I'm about to sweep this game away.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
I'm choosing to stay in here.
Stanley walked past the broom closet. At least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. It didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
It's significant.
I never would have thought to mention it.
Because it's annoying you. And also there's a white erase board that said, get the other dude out of the broom closet. Wait,
maybe to you this is somehow its own
Oh my god, that's so clever.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, oh, did you get the
broom closet ending?
The broom closet ending was my favorite.
It's my favorite so far.
Your friends find
better than the one where I just jumped off a ledge and killed myself. Hey, grizzly. Now, see, okay, on the dry erase
Stanley
board...
was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
That's just
he
rude.
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Well, how'd you get your job?
Drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Well, at least I have a job. Jerk. What do you do? Just narrate people's lives?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now.
What's that?
You're dead.
What?
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system, and you collapsed on the keyboard.
You're not gonna kill me.
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Well, I'm glad you're watching.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities.
Those things are the worst.
It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer,
no way,
making
dude.
sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming.
Understand them just fine.
So that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
I'm not lost at all.
Right.
You don't know me.
When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
No, sir. Hell, I think we've might have hit the limit. Okay, see, that's how we get the drop on him, because he'll think we're dead, and if he thinks we're dead, he won't suspect us later on. You got your number, narrator.
Ah, Second
Get your
player,
number.
it's good to have you on board.
Yes,
I
second player,
guarantee
not
you
the
can't
original
do any worse
player.
than the person who came before you.
Good too. The last
Coming
guy was
to a
really
staircase,
awesome.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, we didn't. We went there later. Did we just go to hell? I don't know. Every time I see a red light and I go down, I think I'm in hell. It's probably not a good thing.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
You're not
He
the
might be
boss of me.
fired for that. And in such a
Oh,
competitive
is he supposed to be
economy,
the boss of
why
me?
had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And
Yeah.
then something occurred to Stanley.
What's that?
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking
It's the same
mysteriously
room!
out of
We're
existence
going in a
in
circle!
single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Oh, no, it's not.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For
Yeah,
example,
it's the same one again.
why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
What?
Why did doors
I didn't even
close
think about that.
automatically behind him wherever he went?
Hey, I've been wondering
And
about
for
that for a long
matter,
time.
These rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Oh,
Were they
they're not just
simply
starting.
repeating?
I picked up on that a
No,
while ago.
Stanley
I'm much
said to
better than the
himself,
last guy.
This is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue.
No.
He just
Ah,
hadn't
okay, we're
found
gonna
the
try to
words for it.
beat them one.
I'm
next time.
dreaming.
I'm not dreaming. This is what
This
work is all the
a
time.
Dream.
Ah.
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone.
I'm not
He
thinking
wasn't
any of
going
these
to lose
things.
his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
I don't trust the narrator. I
He
think it's
thought to
full of lies.
himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons.
Oh, that sounds
I
horrible.
may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh, dude, you should
Then
put. Wait,
he
what?
imagined himself
What the hell?
soaring through space
No,
on a magical
I'm
star
on
field,
the ground
and it
with my
too appeared.
The
It
hell?
was so much fun.
What is
And
this?
Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
I don't want to go out
How
there.
was he
Can we go back?
remaining so lucid?
Well, we're out of
And then
space.
perhaps the strangest question
Oh,
of
the
them
space
all
went away.
entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
The music picked up.
Why
I don't like
is
this.
there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
But you're
Now
not
the
dictating
voice
what
was
I'm thinking. I don't
describing
agree with
itself
any of the
being
things you're saying I'm
considered by
thinking.
Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me.
I still don't think
thinking
I'm
about
dreaming.
How it's
Stop telling me I'm
describing my
dreaming. Oh,
thoughts,
is that
he
some more
thought.
stars?
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream.
I
How
told
could it
you!
be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself?
No.
Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley
there's
is as
nothing to take
awake right
responsibility
now as he's
for
ever
if you're
been
doing
in
that.
his life. Now, hearing the voice speak
I knew it
these
all along.
words was quite a shock to Stanley.
No, it wasn't.
After
I've been
all,
saying it was a
he
lie the
knew for
entire
certain,
time.
beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
Yeah, how
this
would you?
voice was a
Wait.
part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in
Yes.
control.
That's the
that
first
this
right thing you
was a
said this
dream.
whole time.
So he closed his eyes
Wait,
gently.
no, this isn't a
he
dream.
invited
No, no, no,
himself to
don't.
wake
Where's
up.
where's the not
He
close
felt
eyes
the
button?
cool weight of the blanket on his
No!
skin. The press of
Ah!
the mattress on his back.
That's not what I
The
want to do at
fresh
all.
air of a world outside
We
this
better
one.
not wake up back in the office.
Let me wake up,
It
he
is.
thought to himself. I'm through with this dream.
I never fell
I wish
asleep.
it to be over.
You were a
Let me
liar.
go back to my job.
No, don't
Let
go
me
back to your
continue
job.
pushing the buttons.
Not the
Please.
buttons.
It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
No, I don't.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
That's messed up.
My life is normal.
So, do you think he
I am
corralled you
normal.
into that
Everything
horrible
will be fine.
hell and then punished you by knocking you
I
unconscious
am okay.
for disobeying? No, I'm not. This is messed up. And we're at the beginning. Wait, this isn't the beginning. I thought it was going to be the
Stanley
beginning.
began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is
Oh, God.
Stanley. I have a boss.
Well,
I have an office.
this is
I am real.
more
Please,
interesting,
just
but a
someone
bit
tell me
more
I am real.
terrifying.
I must be real. I must be. Can anyone
Now
hear my
I'm
voice?
red.
Who am I? Who am I?
I'm Stanley, damn it! No, I'm Eric.
Everything went black.
What? No, it didn't. Ah, crike. Shucks! Okay, you win this round, narrator.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
But I was Stanley, bro!
Mariella woke up on a day like any
so
other.
lame name.
She arose, got
Stanley's
dressed,
not much
gathered
better,
her
but...
belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Oh, shit.
But on this particular day,
I
her
died?
walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself.
I was
then
in one
collapsed
room.
dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance,
The
for
narrator
just a few brief moments,
got
she
us
considered the strange man.
After all,
He was obviously crazy. This much she knew.
he knew he wasn't player
Everyone
2
knows
all
what
along.
crazy people look like. And in that
That's true.
moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
See, I don't trust him saying
It
this
was
shit about my
comforting to
life.
think this,
I don't think he's
and
saying
in a
what Marianne's
certain
really
way,
thinking
seeing
either.
This man made her feel better. But then she
Thanks.
remembered the meeting.
I'm glad
she
my
had
not dead
scheduled for that
corpse
day.
looking dead made you
The
feel
very
better.
important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She
I
had
mean,
no
your
time
life
for
isn't
this,
your career,
so
bro.
it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body,
Well,
and then she turned and ran.
thanks for stopping by and visiting, Mariella. So, is that what happened? I know, right? It's so confusing. Shucks be damned! Ah, so we just straight up die? Yes, I am. How'd you figure that one out, Johnny? I happen to be doing such a thing. And I guess the game just straight up killed us because we didn't listen to it earlier. So now I'm feeling awfully, I guess,
All of his co-workers were gone.
oppressed, I
What could it
suppose?
mean? Stanley
Okay.
decided to go to the meeting.
Tell you
room.
what,
Perhaps
this is
he
what
had
we're going to
seen
do. I
Mr.
listened for
Lemon.
half a second to him one time, and then I kept going, and then I just straight up died. No, okay, I
When
listened to
Stanley
the
came
first.
to a set
Okay,
of
listen, here's
two
the thing.
open doors. He entered the door on his left.
No, I didn't. Last time I entered the door on my left. The first time I entered the door
This
on my
was
right.
not the correct way to the meeting
And I wound up
room,
somewhere
and
different.
Stanley knew it
And then I leapt to my
perfectly well.
death to
Perhaps he wanted to
exercise
stop by the
agency.
employee lounge first, just to admire it.
But then I also died. So the
Wow.
last time I listened to it for a
Yes,
little bit, and then we
this
were
room.
deliberately
But
annoying.
eager to get back to business,
And
Stanley
we died
took the
again.
first open door
So
on his left.
maybe if we just listen to it the whole time we get to live? Oh. Yeah, this is right. Okay, yeah. See, we just ignored the door on the left, and we're just going to keep...
Stanley was so bad at following directions.
This is
it's
where I killed
incredible
myself the
he
first
wasn't
time.
5 years
Except the
ago.
first time, I leapt from... Oh, yeah, I...
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps
Shut
we've
doors
gotten
and
off
things
on the
like
wrong
that.
foot here.
And
I'm
spent
not
a
your
long time
enemy,
waiting in the
really,
rooms they
I'm
didn't want me
not.
waiting.
I realize that investing your
Took a lot longer
trust
to
in
get to this
someone
point,
else
actually.
can be difficult, but the fact is
Let's
that
listen.
the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Well, the story's only been
There's
about
someone
12
you've
seconds
been
long this
neglecting,
time, so
Stanley.
get over yourself, dude. It's not
Someone
that big a
you've
deal.
forgotten about.
Oh,
Please, stop
okay.
trying
We
to
can
make
still
every decision
be
by
deliberately
yourself.
useless
I
by jumping
must-
down here. Ha
Really?
ha! Yeah.
In the middle of something, do you have
Too
zero
bad, son.
consideration for others?
Guess we
Are
don't
you
have to
that
jump to our death, and
convinced
we
that
can
I want
still
something
be
bad to
intentionally
happen to you?
disagreeable. Ha ha!
I don't know how
Look
to
who's clever.
convince you of
I
this,
saw
but
the puzzle
I
that wasn't
really
really a
do
puzzle.
want to
A
help
puzzle
you,
I invented,
to show you
but
something
he
beautiful.
left a solution for.
Look, let me prove it. Let me
Prove it.
that I'm on your side.
Be
Give
my
me a
guest, son.
chance.
You can't, because you're a liar. You're trying to kill me. You're probably leading me to another suicide pit up there or something like me. Not so fast, homie. I'm on the catwalk, portal style, disobeying your rules. Oh yeah, that sign back there said, danger, stop lying, please. Danger. Danger everywhere. Well, that's helpful. I thought I was perfectly safe, but okay. I hate how they close behind you. Okay. Can't go in 2B1 as a boarded up window. Sketchy. Okay, narrator. Show me your warning. Do not stand on this side of the fence. Oh, shit. There's no jump button. There's only that side of the fence. Ah, we've been bamboozled again. He wins again. Curses. Ah.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
told
Stanley
you he was
walked
lying.
through the
What is that?
red door.
No. Ha-ha.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the
You're such a
red
jerk.
door.
That's something the narrator would say, Chipperson. Can we just stand in this room? Oh, ha-ha! We win again, narrator! I have found your secret blue door.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of
Let's
this
see it.
road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Oh, It's a void? No, I don't want to go to a void. Screw that, man. Let's go to the red door. The voidless red door. That door better not have closed behind. Blue! Curses! Blue door, why you betrayed me? Have I showed you nothing but loyalty? Ah! Okay, guys, the narrator's against us, and so is the color blue. Our enemies are growing, and their strength is mounting. But we shall overcome after we get killed in the void pit by the void monster, of which I'm sure there are infinite. Oh, it's not so voidy after all.
There's nothing here.
That's not
true. I
true.
haven't even finished building this section of the map.
Those are the
because you
catwalks.
were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Kinda.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
The story's still
Do you not
continuing,
think I put
bro.
a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
Yeah.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of
Certainly.
yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see?
Guns.
Vehicles? Skill trees?
Yes.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
This should have been Diablo
Tell you
3.
what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
I get it because it's all dark.
There we go.
Oh!
A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go
It's also a
ahead,
different
Stanley.
room.
Take it for a spin.
Still don't trust him. The door's incomplete? Awesome. What? Curses! Ah, he wins again! We should have taken the left one.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Well, I want to encourage him to give me new choices, so I don't want to give him a 1, but I also want to make him feel bad and make him feel like he never did anything right. So I want to give him a low score. And I can't give him a 5 because he can never do anything right. So we'll just say, this sucks just as much as the last one.
Oh,
3 out of
course.
5 stars.
A 3.
So mediocre.
Really?
You
Maybe
suck.
next time we can get you to form an actual opinion.
That
you
is an
know?
opinion.
Any
My
level
opinion
of
is
critical
you're
thinking
average.
or engagement with your surroundings. Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes?
I was thinking mighty
Wonderful.
critically, jerk.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
Okay.
To be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a
I
look.
think it's going to be another 3, buddy. Whoa! The Stanley Parable worldwide leaderboard. Am I number 1? Good old Neil! Damn it! I thought it was going to be Stanley. Ah! Am I on there? Is it going to show us where we are? Really? I'm actually kind of enjoying these statistics. The worst 3% of players chose the blue door. That was... No! Oh, hell no, dog. We ain't doing any of that. Why not ask some friends for help? I don't need friends' help. I'm doing great. Our friends list empty. See, the narrator's just so mean, you guys. What's the meanest dude ever? What's 98.99% of players are more attractive than Stanley? He's just a jerk. A dead rat is our superior. Wow. You are creative, evil narrator guy. Any other rude things to say? No, I think that's the end of that. Well, don't worry, guys. A dead rat ain't got nothing on us. The point of this game is to battle the forces of God
Now,
himself.
Would
Whoa.
you say that competitive leaderboard
This was
helped
different.
you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
It did, but I don't want you to stop doing new things, and I don't want you to feel good about yourself, so 3! Ha ha
I
ha!
nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Nah.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
I would mind.
Perfect.
Let's not
Let
look
me
at
boot
it.
it up.
Don't boot it up. Ah, crike. Well, at least it's a different loading screen.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger.
What?
You click the button to move him back to the right.
You know
and
what?
if he reaches the fire, you fail.
I will not be manipulated in such a way,
All about the
narrator.
desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
I
think the art world will really take notice.
You know
but of
what?
course, the message of the game
No.
only becomes clear
No.
once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
Well, I'm
So
never
why
gonna
don't you
find
give
out.
it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective.
No.
Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
God, no. I will gladly sacrifice this child to not give in to your horrible manipulation.
Heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
You.
Because if
Spite
it's the
you.
latter, well, I don't know
You
what
knew it
to
was
do.
to
I'm
spite you.
completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience.
Because
for
you're
you.
not good at thinking,
I'm not
bro.
even going to
Just
try.
give up. There you go.
I'm out. I'm done.
Perfect.
It's over.
Wait.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
Wait, actually-
Oh, hey,
oh,
since my game
don't
was so
just
awful,
leave me
why
in
don't
a
we
dark
play
room.
someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Okay.
Let's see.
Batman?
What do we have here?
For Counter-Strike. Yahtzee?
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Is it war? Maybe something with the gut.
Well,
Minecraft.
Stan, is this any better?
Sorry, bro. I don't like
At last, the
Minecraft
one
either.
thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with.
That actually is
But
kind of
is it
ideal.
enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough?
I'll tell you it'll be
Well,
enough.
I'll say this.
If you weren't
I'm
talking
done
anymore.
making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose.
Oh, really?
Watch
What's that?
this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Okay, this one I'll actually watch. Wait, is it going to be around me? Oh! Oh, that's just messed up.
Here,
There's no jump button.
here, and then
Destroy the thing! I don't want to be blocked in. Okay, I'm going to try every other
see,
button.
what does it need?
see if I can get out of this pit.
Of course.
Okay,
and just
Q,
to finish it all
W,
off,
E. It's a
Yes.
door.
it's
Of course it's a
complete.
door.
I made this, Stanley.
Well, at least
Look
it
at
didn't
it.
brick us in.
Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
honest,
but you've only seen it from the outside.
I think this
You've
is
only gotten half
what
the
all
experience.
Minecraft
Please,
streamers think,
step
to be
inside
honest.
and make yourself comfortable.
No! I'm going to this door. A better door. Without walls on either side of it. Will we do anything? I don't know. He's talked in the past if we just ignore him. But at the same time, I do want to do things. What do you think, guys? Should we wait here or should we go? Because I just kind of really spite this dude. Okay. Into the crappy Minecraft house. God, I don't know. It just looks like a jail cell. This is gonna suck. And now we're
Isn't it grand?
stuck in the house.
Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything.
Cool,
yes,
bro.
Yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Oh, God. Guess we're playing Minecraft now, you guys. Welcome to the Stanley Minecraft experience. Today we're building a house out of diamonds. I guess. Does this break some kind of, like, copyright law? I feel like Mojang would be
My,
okay with this.
It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No, I didn't. Because I don't have Minecraft features. What is the craft button? I don't know how to play Minecraft. Is there going to be a creeper?
No. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear.
It's still only
something
one
that
path,
makes you
bro.
feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5.
Right, Bick?
Even the diamonds couldn't save this one.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Did y'all hear
new
that?
game.
Now I kind of wish we jumped down the pit. Portal! I recognize that music! Hey!
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You,
I don't wanna
trapped
agree
in a
with him.
glass box, no way out, listening to me talk.
Can I
it's
actually-
inspired.
Is there really
I
gonna give me a
couldn't
portal
have done
gun?
it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out.
It's even got the search engine stuff.
Okay, now I'm curious.
Ha 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 ha!
Let's go find
Now I
out
can
what
pick
the
things
hell
up.
this
I am all
is.
powerful. Ha ha ha! I'm gonna put this on the bed. Or behind it. And that goes on the toilet. It's so nice to be able to do things, you guys. Okay, so for y'all wondering what's gonna happen, if he's not going to mess with her. Wait, the glass is gone? Oh. I wasn't paying attention. I thought he was gonna make portals appear, but I guess that would have just been way too close to actually infringing on copyright.
It's a puzzle.
Yeah.
Critical thinking, Stanley.
Let me guess,
Your
I'm not going to be any
forte.
good at that? Oh, haha, your sarcasm is palpable, little jerk. Now, see, the ironic thing here is kind of just
Genius.
like what we're doing earlier, except I don't mind because it's a puzzle, I guess.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game,
Hitler
you
liked
can
a lot
just
of
sit
things.
there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need your advice.
I think you do,
don't
bro.
need your ratings.
Good, because you're
And
not going to get
I certainly
them.
don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons.
Not going to get the validation either.
I'll just go about my business.
Good thing you don't need any of those
meaningful
things.
cultural contributions to the world. And
Like
perhaps
more
every
game
now and then,
ripoffs?
I'll think back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong
I'm always
in
gonna
every
be in your
decision
head,
he
narrator.
ever made. The thought won't last long.
That's true.
Goodbye, Stanley. Good luck with your work.
Thank
and
you.
I sincerely hope that
You know, I think you're
everyone
lying.
lives happily ever after.
I feel like that's going to kill me. Okay, gang. We got two choices and need your input. One, we wait in here and see if he actually does anything, or we jump to what appears to be our deaths. I guess the narrator may have won again. Do you think the narrator is trying to kill us by giving us no point but to kill us? Is this some kind of commentary about life? The only meaning is in our own deaths or something like that? Or is it just a clever ploy to get us back into his control and then he'll actually save us to keep messing with us? That sounds like a fun discussion, you guys. I'll leave you all to that one. Yeah. Okay, I'm calling it. I'm betting y'all $10. We're gonna jump down there, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, hey, that was my experience all the time. Rate my thing 5 out of 5. Did you enjoy the hopelessness? That's what's gonna happen. Let's find out." He is Oh dear. Ha! What? Well, we're not dead, gang. It does kind of have a lot of parallels to Portal, though, in the sense that you're kind of breaking out of the master manipulator's plans and getting into the making of parts, right? The little lost behind-the-scenes bits and crawling through it. So let's see here. I don't see any exits out. I feel like that's going to be a pit if I jump into that. But it looks like it's just pits all around. I'm going to check this one more time. Because I'd rather not just kill myself. I feel like there's got to be some clever way out of this. Can we... Right, there's no jump button. Can we crawl into the filing cabinet spot? Nope. Well, I see no choice but to step into the void. Which should be unideal. Okay. Oh dear! Oh god. Whoops. Hey! I'll take it! We're on the 5th floor now, guys. We used to be on the 4th floor. What's going on here? Let's try all the doors. Pressing buttons. Oh yeah, pressing our own buttons now. See, the game starts with a man named Stanley in a room 427 who did nothing but press the buttons the monitor told him to do all day. But now, Stanley presses his own buttons that he wants to press, and only the buttons he wants to press, not the buttons the monitor wants him to press at all. Ha ha ha! Take that, monitor man! Oh, that's clever. That's the door we were supposed to go through earlier. Hey! We're going backwards. Okay. No. I do not want to go back to our office. That's the way to our office, and we are not going back there. We're going to crazy places. Onward to Crazy Town, you guys. Yes. Yes, he did. He had many things. He kind of ran a country. And now we're wandering around in the dark. Sadly, you guys, I think there may be nothing to do but go back to our original office. That seems like the only way that's lit. So, well, I'll be curious to see what's in there anyways. Oh dear. Back to the office. I wonder what that guy's doing in there. 425. 426. And there's the office. I don't know, guys. I kind of feel like we just got corralled. Although the office has changed a bit. This is a trap. This is totally a trap. But what other option do we have than to fight through it? Bring forth your trappishness, dude. Am I a DJ now? I got so many more buttons now. Okay. Well, nothing seems to be happening. I guess it wasn't a trap after all. Is it going to close in our face? Or is it going to be some kind of mind trick when we go back out to where we came from? Okay. I'm calling mind trick. The doors are going to be different now. Oh yeah, because the light's on. Ah! What?
I wonder what he found.
What did I
If
find?
what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it.
I did.
Down in wherever he is right now.
In
I
the,
wonder if he's
the black
happy
space.
with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that
Adequately
comes
so.
with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him.
What was that?
He needs me.
No, I don't.
Someone who will wrap everything up at the end
play Minecraft
and make
at Portal.
sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion.
I was quite
That's
happy
who I
wandering
am.
around that dark
That
office
is what
building,
I
thank
mean
you.
to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll
Don't
be
mean
back.
anything.
There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon.
Not if I don't start the game again,
Very
friend.
soon. I can wait.
Oh, guys, this is going to be the end. Can I move in the blackness? No. Oh, great. Now the game is over. Now this is a story of Martial. The end is never the end is never the end is... That's actually starting to make more sense. Oh, man. So we're back where we came from. I wonder if the message is... Okay. We're going to disobey him this time, except this time we're going to go where the crane directs us. I think the message is that, yeah, you can disobey the narrative that's constructed.
When
Even...
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered
went
the
to
door on his left.
No, he didn't. He
This
went on
was
the door on
not
the
the
right.
correct way to the
But
meeting
this
room,
is an
and
illusion of
Stanley knew
choice
it
here
perfectly
because
well.
he has an
Perhaps
actually
he wanted to stop by the
developed
employee lounge first,
branching
just to
storyline
admire
if we
it.
follow sort of what he guides us
lounge
to
was
into that
sublime,
completely other
a work of
out
art.
of the world thing
But
we'd
eager
leapt
to
into.
get back to business,
Because I don't think you're even
Stanley
supposed to
took
notice
the
that
first
catwalk.
open door on his left.
So here we superficially disobey him by going on that catwalk. It's like,
Stanley
oh
was
wow,
so
you're
bad at
disobeying
following
me. Oh,
directions,
you're
it's
so good, you
incredible he
guy.
wasn't fired years
But
ago.
really, it's all part of his plan. Oh, there's the hint. Oh man, I thought it was super clever. I didn't know there was any hints. Oh well. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. For penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Whoa. Okay, I
Look,
thought that was
Stanley,
super
I
duper
think
original.
perhaps
I
we've
guess
gotten
not.
off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Okay.
I realize that investing your trust
I
in
think
someone
it's
else can
a
be
legitimate
difficult,
commentary
but
on
the fact
narratives
is
in
that the
games, though, because
story has
people are
been
like, oh,
about
we don't want any
nothing but
narratives in
you
games. We want a
all this
completely open
time.
choice, but if there is no
There's
open choice,
someone
then
you've
there
been
really is no
neglecting,
kind of
Stanley.
guidance.
Someone
There's-
you've forgotten about.
It's just us wandering around that
Please,
dark room
stop
with nothing
trying
really
to make
going
every
on.
decision by yourself. Now, I'm not
It's a
asking
solid
for
point,
me,
I guess.
I'm asking for
You can have
her.
agency, but it's just not much to gain.
This is it, Stanley.
So I guess we might as well...
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Well, I guess since we tried the option where we did exactly nothing that he wanted, even for the planned disobedience, we might as well see the planned end, right? Or the planned disobedient end. You can have free choice, but it just means things don't matter, right? What the?
That's her, Stanley.
This is creepy.
You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I think I missed part of the narrative somewhere here. Oh, let's not pick up the phone. I wonder if it changes if we just start disobeying later on. Does it keep branching different ways if we stop disobeying at different points? Do we have enough time and interest to actually explore those possibilities? Probably not. Let's just see what happens. Unless we see something particularly juicy to not do. Am I dead? Okay.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Even
I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Even his apartment's 427.
Okay,
That's clever.
there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your...
Ah!
Gotcha.
Damn!
Oh, come on.
Curse you,
actually
narrator.
think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you.
Well,
I'm
you
trying to make a
apparently.
point here,
You haven't
Stanley.
left all day.
I'm trying to get you to see something.
What's
Come
that?
inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
No.
Sorry.
Ah!
But you're in my story now.
Curses! We should have killed ourselves when we had the chance. That's what I say every day. Okay.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh, screw you. See, I told you narrator was out to get us. Press U on your keyboard. I feel like that's another trap. Let's do it. Is the U the kill yourself button?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him. And every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
That's messed up. So now it's just going to make you do what it said Stanley did in the beginning? That's just... I don't know, man. I find that dark.
Look at him there,
Whoa.
pushing buttons, doing
Yes,
exactly
going to
what he's told to do.
slowly
Now he's pushing a
transform
button. Now he's
into
eating
the
lunch.
office.
Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Not really. Although, I guess I could just sit here and do nothing, right? Because it's art, Big Bick. It's art. And sometimes in art,
But in his
things
mind,
get a little spaced out.
in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
Yes.
From behind his desk,
Yes, he did.
Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was
What's
wonderful.
that, the
And
story
each day
of
that he returned to work
Walter Schmidt
was a
or whatever?
reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Oh, God. This is sounding too much like real life. Please press G to watch TV. Well, at least
And
it
so he
rhymed.
began to
That's charming.
fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had
Had
suddenly
dizzily
vanished
disappeared.
off the face of the earth.
The face of the earth, you say?
thought excited him
They
terribly.
were on the foot of the earth. Ha! Press Z to spend time with the boys. Is that a real clock? Will the minute hand change once it gets to 12? Well, let's see if that's what Z does.
So
Nope.
he went further. He imagined that he came to two open
Who
doors
knows?
and that he could go through either.
It does seem like the kind of
At
thing
last,
that the narrator would
choice.
do.
It barely even mattered what lay behind each door.
Oh, dear.
The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Press 7 to prepare dinner. Okay.
As he wandered
What?
through this
That's not
fantasy
dinner.
world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
The baby game. You know what the really sad thing about this, guys? Is that I think this is actually kind of the story. I think this story might be autobiographical about the narrator. Because what else drives a man to make a game? Well, that sounds like he's making a game. That's why it hurts so much.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again,
No,
and
you-
then again, and again, over and over,
Now I
wishing
just feel
beyond
bad for
hope
the
that it
narrator.
would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more
Maybe.
time.
Aw. Remember that big thing with the new Call of Duty game that was like press F to pay respects to the corpse?
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed.
Yeah.
The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Well, they're all... Maybe it's something about parallel universe or something like that, because none of these branches
And
are more
I'm
real
trying
than the
to
others,
tell him
right?
this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Is that reverse psychology? Is it? Shall we press the button? Does he secretly want us to press the button? Which one upsets him?
You see?
Shit.
Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Please press 6 to question nothing. You know what? I think maybe the narrator might be a little bit on our side this time? Yes, he did. So maybe we'll listen to him this time, because for once he's actually making a bit of sense. Let's see what happens if we press nothing. Although, I don't know. I feel bad about just sitting here doing nothing while streaming, because otherwise I'll just sit here by myself and just be all like, hey, we're frustrating for 15 minutes. So I guess while we wait for the narration to continue, if it ever does, let's enjoy a rousing sing-along. Okay, you know this one, kids. Oh, I don't have a song. Oh, well, I'm out of ideas. Other things to do while we wait for him to get frustrated with us waiting is... See, it's always like, do we press it now? Or, like, the question is, like, if we waited 5 more seconds, would that have been enough to get him to, like, keep going, right? But you never know if you press the button. So, like, what do we do? Do we press the button? Should we press 6? Should we question nothing? Because I feel like we've been sitting here for a while, right? There's a song. Unfortunately, I'm engaged in this. I shall look at that later. Everyone else, go look at that song. Tell me if it's a good song. I guess we waited long enough. Wait, can we just exit the game? Whoa. That did nothing. What else is there to do in life?
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Oh!
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh, that's just dark. See, I was wondering if maybe we were just supposed to quit the game. Would it remember? Well, gentlemen, I believe we have been successfully
Stanley
corralled.
decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never
Appears-
functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
It appears the
When
only
Stanley
choice
came to a
is
set
to
of
listen,
2 open doors, he
or the
entered the
gang
door on
kills
his
us.
left.
unless we go through the red door while disobeying. But what else is there to do?
Yet there was
I feel
not a
like we tried
single
just about
person
everything.
here
Okay.
either.
We're going to do exactly
Feeling
what he
a
says
wave
this
of
time.
disbelief,
And
Stanley
then,
decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
He's trying to kill me in real life. Oh no. Last time we went in the broom closet. It was pretty awesome. Till he killed us.
Coming to a staircase,
He
Stanley
said we
walked
went up the
upstairs to
stairs.
his boss's office.
Okay. See, we tried everything else, even the ones that we weren't supposed to try, and we always wind up dying, because narrator's a jerk. Oh, it's fancy up here. Executive bathroom. Guess we're not fancy enough. Okay, we're gonna do what he says, and then we're gonna go back and do the sort of secret breaking out thing, except we're gonna get back on track when he tries to get us on track next time. In the meantime, let's see what he actually had planned for us.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
No indication
Shocked,
at all.
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this.
Who
What
orchestrated
dark
this?
secret was being held from him?
What dark secret's being
What he
held
could
from
not
me?
have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
No.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Not a secret PIN number.
2845. But of course,
2845.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
How could I ever know? What could the PIN number be, you guys? Let's try a random setting of numbers. Perhaps this is it. Wow!
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons
Incredible.
on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Sheer
Amazing.
luck!
He stepped
Truly
into
amazing.
the newly opened passageway.
Okay. He sure did, guy. And discovered the terrible secret. There's always a terrible secret, even when you're trying to find the terrible secret, it seems. It seems like he's actually more honest when you do what he says. And we also found a secret cubby that told us nothing. Carrying on. I just got the parable. Oh my god, the parable is just to go along with it and enjoy the ride. That's why it's a parable. That narrated experiences and games
Descending
on
deeper
Railed
into
are
the
much more
building,
interesting than
Stanley
trying to break
realized
it.
he felt a bit peculiar.
Ha.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free
Unless
to
there's something
think
behind
for
the red door.
himself, to
Let's find out.
question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now?
Why
when
did
for
I feel this
years
now?
it had never occurred to him.
Never occurred to me for
This
years.
question would not go unanswered for long.
Thank God. This is going to be the first time a question was answered.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
It's too ironic. I can't handle the meta-ness. If light is on, call extension 914 immediately. Okay, let's remember that. Maybe we can be super sneaky and there'll be an opportunity to call extension 914. I'm going to type 914 into the chat so we can reference it later, and hopefully we can call a phone number. Sadly, I think trying to escape's been beaten out of us at this point, you guys. But now we have two branching paths to try out the next time. See, we're going to the mind control facility while we are being mind controlled. Wow. I wonder what this button does.
The lights rose
Cool.
on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Oh dear.
What horrible secret did this place hold?
Does this look
Stanley
like
thought to himself.
Cerebro from
Did he
X-Men
have
to you
the
guys?
strength to find out?
Let's find out if we have the strength to find out, you guys. Ding, 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 ding. What do we do on this platform? Do y'all see a phone? We need to dial that extension.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Fired.
Their true nature revealed.
Line 427, are
Each
we
bore
fired?
the number of an employee.
No,
in the
we
building.
missed it.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Whoa.
And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Just like a real corporation. Okay. What's that? Oh, 427. Find it quick so we can see our monitor. There's our 427. What happens on ours? Show us 427! Oh, it's just our office. Screw that. Boring. Thought it was going to be something cool, secretive, and smart.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
This couldn't be
Had
true.
Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Had I really been
was
under
this the only
control?
reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Sadly, it's the most interesting path so far.
No.
Kind of.
He refused to believe it.
Yes.
He couldn't accept it.
As I
His
do
own
exactly what he
life
says.
In someone else's control?
Impossible.
Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it?
You don't have
Was
to
it
ham
even
it up so
possible?
much, bro.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes. He
But
has.
here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy,
Mind
or
control
sad,
status
or
offline?
content.
I think it is
Walking,
online.
eating, working, all of it monitored and
Different
commanded from this
buttons.
very place.
Home,
And as the cold reality of his
triangle,
past began
10.
to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
See, your problem
For
with
he
the
would
numbers.
dismantle the
Guys, I think we
controls
might be able to
once
put the numbers in.
and for
Hey, Death
all.
Knight, you missed all the running about and trying to be disruptive, and now we're just going along with what the guy says. Although, if y'all remember that sign that said dial extension 914, I'm starting to see buttons with numbers on it, so maybe we can find a 9, and a 1, and a 4. So far I see up to 5. Let's see what this button does. Whoops. It don't seem to be doing anything. Whoops. Do we do something with that? What happens when we go down here? Nothing happens. Okay. Well, the highest number I've seen is a 5. What number is that up there? That's the 4. Tell me if y'all see a 9, because I think it might just go up to 5 in here. Yeah, there's 5. We must find the secrets. I give up, there's no secrets. Yeah. One, two, three, 4, 5. I guess that's it. Maybe there'll be more buttons in... Oh god. Let me guess. Now, Stanley gets to control everyone's minds. How convenient.
And when at last he found the source of the
choice.
room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Everything it stood for. Let's clearly do what he says, to not do what the other guy wants us to do. Yay, we're heroes. We probably should have pressed on. It would have been more interesting. I don't know. I guess that's where it gets more complicated, where it starts branching later on. Let me guess. Credits? Did we win? Oh, wait.
Blackness
Okay.
and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Well,
Was
I'm
it
certainly
over?
uncertain. Is it? Probably not. You're still talking. Oh, God.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
None of these
Freedom was
endings are
mere
satisfying.
moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it
does
was
matter.
not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let
Just to
go.
listen. Hey, Patty
No longer
Skaggs!
would anyone tell him where to
Unraveling
go,
the mystery.
what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Oh, is there one last chance to disobey? Probably not. None of these endings are satisfying, so I guess we can only really unlock it by going on a little bit and then escaping when he wants us to escape. Let's win.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path
Now I can't
before
even
him.
walk at all.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Clearly.
And Stanley was happy.
I'm not happy. I'm not happy with that at all. Oh, God. Everything in this game is fake. Even, like, the proper way is fake. It has fake escapes. It has fake successes. None of this is real. We got two options, guys. Do we use the path marked escape? Do we press the on button instead? Or do we go through the red door? I'd
Just
say
a step through this
we
door,
do
Stanley
the
thought to himself.
secret,
That's
whatever,
all I
third
need.
exit.
If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Is he saying something different this time?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, we went through the door on the right.
This was not the correct way to
We're
the
going to
meeting
the red
room,
door this
and
time,
Stanley
guys.
knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
See if
just to
something
admire
happens.
it. Standing now in this incredible
maybe
room,
we can only
Stanley,
fully
for the first,
understand
but eager to get back to business,
if we see what every
Stanley
ending
took
looks
the
like.
first open door on
Yeah,
his
that's what I'm
left.
finding out, Patty Skaggs. It's really kind of fascinating. We hadn't gone that way yet. But I bet it just leads us back to the meeting room. Probably just on a way to get
Stanley
back
was
on
so
track.
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5
Yeah,
years
you and me
ago.
both, Death Knight. Okay, so last time
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've
this is
gotten off on the
the
wrong
fake
foot
disobey
here.
ending, but we
I'm
found a
not sure
secret
whether
way,
you
a third
really
way
are not.
to escape it by
I
jumping onto
realize
this
that
catwalk.
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact
But
is
it
that
got
the
so
story
bizarre
has been about
and weird.
nothing but you.
Look,
all
if you
this
disobey
time.
him, no matter what, you die, it
There's someone
seems.
you've been neglecting, Stan.
I threw myself
you've
off this thing
forgotten
and
about.
killed myself
What?
one time into
Really?
the pit.
I was in the middle of something. Do you
got
have
on this.
zero consideration
The
for
pit
others?
kills you.
Are you that
This wound up
convinced
killing
that I
me
want
by
something
constantly
bad to happen
ignoring
to
him.
you? Why?
And the other way
I don't
killed
know
me
how
because he
to
traps
convince
you into a
of
room
this,
and
but
forces
I
you to press
really
buttons
do
till
want
you
to
die,
help
and then
you,
the screen
to
just says,
show you
"Please die," and
something
it's dark and
beautiful.
scary.
Look, let me prove it. Let
Okay.
me prove that I'm on your side.
Go through the
Give
red
me a
door.
chance. Now listen
We're
carefully.
gonna go
this is
do it up to the
important.
point where it gets down
Stanley
to one
walked
last red
through
door
the
with
red
giant
door.
arrows that we still ignored it. See, we're super clever because we went through the blue door, right?
Perhaps you misunderstood.
Understood me.
Stanley
Stanley
walked
went
through
through
the
the
red
blue door.
door.
No, the blue door. And now it's the run with the arrows.
I still don't
Pow.
think we're communicating.
And now we're like, oh,
properly.
what other choice? He's got us
Stanley
now.
walked
There's only one exit.
through
Except
the
we're
red
clever. We found another way
door.
out back here, which you wouldn't expect. Except that resulted in the thing getting super weird and the game breaking. And that ending wasn't satisfying either. So,
Oh, thank
Let's
God you are willing to
beg
listen to
be
me.
corralled.
Do you see that
What
I
happens
really
now?
have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these
Messed up
choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I want it to stop.
oh no.
We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution.
Last
Here,
time we ran in
let me show
circles,
you.
we got killed. That's different. Well, at least we didn't straight up die this time. Let's see what happens. Something different? Loading?
What do we want? What are we looking for?
The mind control facility? Anything? Whoa! Anything behind me? Only one way to go. Well, it's getting blue. Right. See, it seems like you have to listen to him a little bit, but still ignore him after listening to him a little bit. This is so different.
Here. Yes.
Is this another fake
It's beautiful,
game-breaking
isn't it?
experience?
If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
Let's keep ignoring
I
him a little
actually
bit.
feel happy. No, wait. Where are you going?
This is weird. I'm ignoring him, but it's still like what he wants you to do a little bit, right? It's
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
oh no, because earlier it says Stanley went up the upstairs in another playthrough. So now he's still getting us to go up the stairs. So can we defeat him by not going up the stairs because we know better than going up the stairs, or are we just in the happy room?
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
God, how do we
No.
upset him?
What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
Can we? Actually, will he say multiple things if we just run back and forth between the two? Because that was different. Something new? No. I don't know. I think he's putting on a show about us not wanting to go up the stairs. But the
You
happiness
heard me
room...
before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you?
We're probably gonna die. We always die when we disobey, but... God, the whole happiness thing always feels...
Please, no, Stanley, let me
safe.
stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh, God. You always die when you disobey. And I guess he's rigging you to kill yourself. He's always the one that winds up killing you, too, because he just leaves you there with nothing to do but to throw yourself off the staircase. Patty Skaggs, you've seen this before, I take it. Can anything happen if we wait in the happy room long enough? Because last time we waited in the broom closet for 20 minutes, he made us have like an aneurysm
You
and
are
then
going
turned
to
the story
stay
of
here,
Melanie.
aren't you?
Let's see if anything happens with this. Because the lights have changed about 3 times now. Are they speeding up? If the lights repeat themselves, they're going away. They're ascending. This may be something different. What's going to happen? Of course, he made it look like he was going to kill us before, and then we didn't die still. So maybe it's another fake death. I don't know what to do in this game, man. It's so weird. Oh, that's an interesting idea, Big Bick. I haven't played around with music in the background. Maybe I'll look into that. I feel like that would be better if I was playing like a more gamey game. Maybe if I'm playing Batman or like Payday. Okay. The lights have repeated themselves, but I think I've derived a third unexpected thing to do. What if we jump off the platform here instead of the stairs? Can we? We can't. Darn! Well, so much for being clever. Right, like that's ever worked for me. Oh, every time you disobey him, he forces you to kill yourself. This is kind of dark, really, man. I guess all that's left is the fake escape ending. Well, all these are fake escapes endings. Well, most of them are. But like the one that has a path that says, escape. Will that open? No, we're not clever enough. But what about other doors? Are other doors we passed that might open? Is there anything under the stairs? I'm gonna check one last time. If we go under the stairs. Nope, no super cool secret exit. Oh well. Oh, this is horrifying enough, Big Bick. Big Bick, if you want to see horror, I do Thursday Night Frights, and I'm playing Five Nights at Freddy's right now. It's just me screaming for an hour. I am so bad at it. Oh god. But hopefully we'll be able to finish
Please, Stanley,
this week.
think about what you're doing.
This is it. Let's try the fake escape plan, or let's try turning on the mind control thing next time. Or pressing those buttons in that room. Fake death, please?
No! Oh,
What?
thank God.
We're deliberating
You
all this time for nothing?
You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
No.
No. No, no. What are
gonna
you
be higher
doing,
this
Stanley?
time?
Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Oh. So your fate's tied to me. I feel like it's going to be 3 times that really does it. Let's try it one more time. And go to happy room after this.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Oh. I'm actually starting to feel a little bad for the narrator.
Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Nope. Give me a new place if you want me to stay, homie.
No, perhaps
Yes.
not.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Rule 3s, right, guys? This should be the real.
My
This should be the
God.
real one.
Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
I didn't mean it like that. That's kind of. Sorry, narrator dude. I gotta live my life.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
Oh no, he's gonna be mean
It
now.
looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
Just teasing you, my friend. Just teasing.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
No, I don't think it is possible, friend. Goodbye, narrator. Let's end this terrible nightmare. And then play it again! This is such a weird game, isn't it? Is this going to be the one that kills me? Because if it doesn't happen on the third one, I don't know what makes it happen. He sounded like he was about ready for it to end. Let's see. Murder time! Oh god!
Over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Maybe the narrator isn't. No, he's evil. But
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
whoa. This is picked up. I've done maybe 4 or 5. I've gone through the blue door every time. I've leapt and killed myself from the crane instead of dropping onto the catwalk. I did the one where I did like the fake escape where I kept going and then he traps you into a room and then you just press buttons till you die. I did the one where I stayed in the broom closet till I have an aneurysm. This seems like it's different though, because he said, wait, that's not your office, is it? Maybe we should try these doors. I think this is the first time we started from the beginning and he said something different. This may be the moment. This might be when things change and the game breaks. Let's try every door. I got a good feeling. I think this is gonna make some sense. Can we do the broom closet again? Yeah, I did that one also. That one wasn't satisfying either.
When Stanley came to a set
To the
of 2
right
open
door?
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, we're gonna try the fake escape one. Yeah, I followed the line. It was really lame. I'm gonna have to look at all these links you've posted, Big Bick, after the stream tonight.
Yet there was
See,
not
that's what I
a
thought was
single
awesome.
person
Look at
here
here.
either.
Where's
Feeling
the
a
broom
wave
closet
of
one?
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might
Broke
find an answer there.
Wednesdays. One of these said, like, get some dude out of the broom closet. Pranking floor, meeting, what to do about. Can you tell me about the meeting? Maybe it wasn't on here. Maybe it was a different one. Oh, well. Where's the one? Ah, here it is, the to-do list. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Okay, I thought it might have said Stanley last time. I was like, ah, how clever. No. Here's the broom closet. And then we just kind of stood in there until we had an aneurysm.
No, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room.
my.
Please take your time.
Well, that's different. Maybe the broom closet happens differently if you do it a second time. Oh god, I think you're right. I did go in and out of the closet. No, last time I just stayed in the broom closet and he kept talking after like 5 more seconds. And then he eventually just kills you. And he's like, what are you doing in the broom closet, bro? Have an aneurysm. Fine, whatever. I don't know. Or maybe I just remembered it wrong and I'm combining 2 different endings. Actually, I think that might have been what happened. I guess we'll leave.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I don't remember what happens if we go down. I don't think so, Chipper Ensign. Oh, sorry, Patty Skaggs. There's a little delay on the stream. I wish I saw that earlier. Oh well. Whoa! That's new. Okay, let's go see the guy with a gun to a panda's head. That's dark. Business strategy. Holy crap. You know, normally I don't really dig political cartoons, but that one hit a nerve. He looks so sad. Well, this is a whole new shebang. This did not open last time. And elevator music. Maybe this will have something... Is this my theme song? Stanley. Oh, it's the narrator singing. That's awesome. Okay. Everyone show me dance moves. Oh yeah, I think I did go down one time. And then it turned to stars. And that's when we had the aneurysm, I guess. That must have been what I was thinking of. Yeah, and then you're going to a circle, and then it's like, oh, Stanley's dreaming, and now he's floating, and then he can't see his feet, and then you realize, wait, he wasn't dreaming the whole time, that Stanley's actually dead, and then it turns to the story of Margaret. Really? I'm glad you said something. I would have listened to that music for a long time. Oh, man, I thought we finally found something. Ah, I thought we were clever. So it's just an elevator music simulator. Ah! God, I would have been here forever! That's just cruel! Looks like the narrator's still against us. Alright. Back to the original escape plan.
Stepping into his manager's office,
Wonder what happens if we put
Stanley
in the
was
wrong
once
PIN
again
number.
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Once again
What
stunned.
could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf,
This is
looking
different.
behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be?
Huh. I
In
wonder
fact,
if we
this
could...
keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet.
2845.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Let's try pin something else.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad.
Yes, he did.
2845.
Oh, that's messed up! Okay, I thought it made me put in 2845. Good idea, Chipperson. Maybe that'll do something. We'll try that on the next playthrough, if we
It
remember.
turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Well, whoop-de-doo. That do something? No, it just made sounds. Jazz! So, does it do something differently if we do the, follow the line story 2 times in a row, Pathy Skaggs? Is that something we should bother with? Or is it going to surprise us before we even get that far? Or maybe it's all like, it's just going to assume we're going to do the, the on one, just to mix it up on our own without any kind of hinting. Or maybe it'll hint to us that we should do the on one to mix things up. Oh, there's so many possibilities, my dear boy. There's so many possibilities. Let us find out. By the way,
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
here's the escape path. See what happens this time.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it,
Oh, no.
the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Every time you don't listen to him, he kills you. God!
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Every time is the only way to exert any kind of influence to kill yourself? But hey, if you die every single time then that's not really free will either. Did we die for real this time? I can't ever tell when he's gonna fake our... Oh! What?
As the
Okay.
machine whirred into motion,
This
and
one's
Stanley
different.
was inched closer and closer to his demise. It reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Some clever way to
Stanley
escape?
can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't
maybe we
know
can
the
crouch
whole
under it.
story. trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
Alright,
Perhaps
let's
his
try to
death
find
would
some
have
clever
meant
way out.
loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
It's, well,
So
actually,
he resigned
today.
and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief
Oh, no.
and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
I think we're gonna go. Oh God. Is he faking?
Farewell, Stanley.
You
cried
liar!
The narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
No, it doesn't. Oh, we can't do that forever. Ha ha! Wait, he wanted us to do that. This is different. Do the boxes. So long, Death Knight. Thank you for watching. Come back soon, I hope. I hope you enjoy your dinner. I hope it's, Huh. I had oxtail myself. It was good.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Oh. That's interesting. So now we have a second narrator that's at odds with the original narrator. Is the first narrator trying to overcome the second narrator and exercise his own free will? What happens? Now there's an interesting idea. God exerts his will into the world. But what happens
When every
if there are two
path you can
gods
walk has
that
been
can equally
created for
exert
you
their will?
long in
Which will
advance,
wins?
death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
That's kind of like life, I guess. Oh, is this a map of the... Wow, this is getting weird. Office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors is the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. What's the not Stanley ending? The two doors. The set of two open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. That's interesting. The office. What's that say? This is like a weird museum of the game. Filing cabinets. Office computers. Can I turn these off? Just like the office. Oh, the number buttons. Button sounds. A selection of sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Can we go through one of these doors? Nah, that would have been too clever. The credits. Original music. Written, designed by Davey Redden and the impeccable Kevin Brighting as the narrator. He is pretty good, actually. Made using source. Left or right? Left or right? You can't hear me? Do I need to fix my mic? Guess we'll go left. No. He told us to go left the first time. We'll go right. Just in case that still matters. Which it probably doesn't. Boss's office. Screens from the development of the boss's office. I wonder if any of these are from the source version. Office clock. Ooh. Let's keep going right. There's the mind control facility, employee lounge, underground. Whoa, listen. Never mind, I thought I heard something. First you take the right door, then you go to the cargo room, take the lift without jumping, then unplug the phone. Oh, I never unplugged the phone. Oh, okay, you had me worried, Patty Skaggs. I see, Big Vic was messing with me. Thanks. Tra-la-la-la-la. Narration outtakes. Kevin Brighting, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game, roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game. Guess we gotta go back here. I'll try the unplugging the phone thing. I didn't even know that was an option. Part of it was like, well, there's people watching, so we better press on and not just sit here and be obstinate. Freedom ending! Whoa. What was that? Countdown desk. One of the desks from an early version of the countdown ending. I didn't know there was a countdown ending. Freedom ending. Monitor room elevator. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down with freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down and placed the two endings together instead. Countdown room. An early version of the countdown room. What's over here? Hello, we're in a weird museum place. The game is now paused. Begin the game again. Resume the game. Okay. Escape menu. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this was what they were supposed to do, which is frustrating for everyone. Yeah, I could totally see that. Zending model. The Zending went through many iterations. This room represents the fourth version of the ending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it again shortly before launch. Yeah, that thing was weird. Zending. This screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as the Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. That looks like the portal part a little bit. Zending levers. These levers were originally part of the Zending. The player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what color lever they had pulled. Oh, something let us pull it. Okay, two options. Always go right because the narrator wanted us to go left in the beginning. Countdown. The apartment timer. In previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. I tried not picking it up. The cargo lift. The second version is functionally the same as what's in the final game, but we wanted to look more like a place where cargo was actually stored. I respect that. The cargo lift was always intended to offer the choice of staying on or jumping to a different path. However, after this early version, we decided we also wanted the option of the player falling to their death, which was the first ending I had. And the office. Kind of want to see what's on that wall behind us. What's this? One option. Obey, disobey, lounge, maintenance, staircase. Disobey, lounge, maintenance. The other entrance will be hidden depending on how you entered. One doorway to maintenance in the lounge and the original back on track option. To confusion ending. What about this? The vent? Oh, can we try the vent on another playthrough, Patty Skaggs? Is that a thing? The flow of hallways following the first two doors is important to get right, since players will replay them so many times. We discussed a number of designs, but ultimately it's the simplest one that won out. No, these were other options, so I guess the vent really isn't in there, is it? Secret entrance! No, just a window. Other secret also just a window. Okay. Back to where we were. So, what's in here? That's new. What's this? The lounge. An early version of the lounge. Up here towards the light. I think we're just kind of... I'm getting a little lost in this big museum. Game design mock-up. This is the level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as a kind of audition piece. Strength of this level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of the environment has changed, basic layout from the mock-up is still in the game. I don't know. I think it's probably time to stop reading. Although we seem to be going in circles, so maybe we've read everything. Wait. Were we going... Is that the way we came from? I don't know. I guess that'll probably be the last room to go into. I did like those slideshows. Different versions of The Office, I take it. Stanley's office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. This first was created in November 2011, 2012, 2013. But, oh man, they all look the same. Absolutely, I will definitely do the Not Stanley one, because I'm kind of curious. And I think we've just about seen everything in here. Narrator emails. At the second trailer we sent out, we asked people to send email the narrator for questions. We never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. I'll have to read those later. Oh, okay, sorry, the delay. I will go in there and... Warzone? What? Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that was far too jokey and on the nose for Tone's game. Making fun of people who like short shooters, which was not our intention. Yeah, I guess it's time to move on. I guess I'll go back to that thing. Okay, let's find that room. That's the way we came from last time. We went in a giant circle, so it must be up here. And let's move on from this fascinating commentary section, which I love this kind of stuff personally. But that's probably more something to read on my own time. Although I think we checked out everything. Okay, to the pit. Let's end the game. Exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
This is so weird, you guys. Will she say something if I walk out? I'm just gonna walk out the door 1 second. I'll come right back. And see if she's like, oh no, why didn't you make a decision? Like I super manipulated you. No, I guess she doesn't. Okay, let's shut you off, Stanley. To the lever! Do. Let's see what happens. What? Not even animation?
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
No, it's dark.
No, perhaps not.
Yeah,
sometimes
it's dark.
These things cannot be seen.
What?
But listen to
No!
me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
By
Push
quitting the
escape
game?
and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now. It'll be your only true choice.
That doesn't feel like a real ending.
Don't choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let
No way, dude. We're playing.
time.
I can quit on my own time, homie. Or we can quit at the end, when we're out of possible endings. But I haven't given up on playing yet. Oh, that's so clever. Okay. So remember when we read originally there's an ending that you had to press restart on your own to make it end? That was a hint that that's what we're supposed to do now, right? Okay, well done. Let's do it. Unless there's going to secretly be something now! Which there wasn't. So, guess we have to do that anyways. Begin the game again. I'll see if he says a different thing when we step out this time. Whoa! We're in a different office. Why, hello, video game. So now it's me and the narrator teaming up against the super evil narrator.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And it takes us straight to the doors. When is the door giveaway?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office,
Yes,
but
I
it didn't
did.
make a single difference. Nor did it advance the story in any way.
What? This is getting enlightening. The whiteboard ending. No, this is just going to end instantly. It's going to suck. Let's do it! Console bark. Can we bring up the console? Hey, Jay! You missed all the weirdness, but don't worry, I'm sure there'll be more weirdness soon. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to check the options. Shout out to JJ! There's my shout out, doggy. Now let's see if we can find the console button so we can type in bark. Because it says console bark on there. Console, duck, use items, take screenshot. Ah! Oh, it's the tilde. I thought I pressed tilde. Let's try that one more time then. Doesn't seem to be doing it. Patty Skaggs, do I need to press something to make the console pop up? Oh, I think there's something in my Steam settings that makes me have to press something specific. Let Okay, this is the fun part where we go through Steam setting menus, guys. Where's my options at? I think I need to press something that'll let me open up the console in game. Play sound, display sound, play sound. Because I want to do the bark thing. That looks cool. Voice, broadcasting, web browser, in-game. Steam overlay, overlay tabs, in-game, OBS counter. Serve an uncompressed copy. Does anyone remember how to allow you to open up the console right off the bat? Because I don't, and this seems like it could take time. Boo time. Always open new chat. Okay. I don't know how to open my console, because it's not doing the button I press. Hello! For Liz Porn shout out. Okay. Fascinating. Well, let's try the console button to something more recognizable, like slash. Okay, now will that let us do it? Nope, it's not letting us do that either. Any tips, Patty? You seem to know what's going on about how to type in bark on the console. Maybe if I just type it in manually? No. Oh well. That's a shame, that could have been cool. I am not clever enough to do your neat thing. Sorry. A door giveaway, Nanzi? Because I'm all about that door giveaway. You know me. Okay, back to the room. Same choice? Is it going to tell me to go through the right one this time?
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Nope, going on the right. Oh, don't worry, Nanzi. I've killed myself plenty of times.
This was not the correct way to
oh
the
no,
meeting room,
I should have gone
and
to
Stanley
the.
knew it perfectly well.
Oh no. Well,
Perhaps
maybe it'll
he
be
wanted
different.
to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Let's find out, you guys. Oh, right. We're doing the not Stanley ending where we unplug the phone.
Stanley felt
Thank you for correcting
lightheaded,
yourself, Nancy.
butterflies in his stomach,
Oh.
giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room?
The employee
A connection
lounge.
between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love.
That's how I really do feel about the employee lounge in general.
But eager to get
Oh,
back
no!
to business, Stanley
It's
took
gonna
the
say something
first
else.
open door on his left.
Okay, so we just keep ignoring him, then we'll get back to the telephone if I remember right. Nope. Bye. Okay, so
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he
This
wasn't
is
5
the big
years
moment.
ago.
do we... I don't remember if we're supposed to jump onto the secret... Oh! Oh, there's no jump button, or that could have been interesting. Do we jump off the get onto
Look,
the
Stanley,
scaffolding
I
for the
think perhaps
telephone
we've
ending, or
gotten
do we
off on
keep
the
going
wrong
again?
foot here. I'm not your
I think we
enemy,
keep going. We're
really,
just gonna
I'm
keep
not.
going.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
There's worse
but
things
the
that can
fact
happen
is
than
that the story has
getting to
been
this
about
point
nothing
again
but
really
you
quickly.
all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Who's that, Mr.
Someone
Narrator?
you've forgotten about.
Is it the super secret third
Please,
narrator?
Stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley.
Oh, that's her.
Your chance to
Right,
redeem
let's wait to the
yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Here's the phone. But we know the way out thanks to our old pals Patty Skaggs.
That's her, Stanley.
Is it?
You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I believe there's one other alternative, my dear Mr. Narrator. Pow!
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him,
No,
filling him not just with
I
radiance,
didn't.
but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness.
That's right, me homie.
Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Yes.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
With
You
the
actually
E button.
chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the
Hey,
phone
welcome
is
back,
actually
Miss Knight.
somehow an incorrect course of action.
We did something weird.
How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second.
By reading a guide.
Did I just see...
Talking to a guy that did.
No, that's not possible. I can't believe it.
No!
How had I not noticed it sooner? You're
What
not
about
Stanley.
scripts?
You're a real person.
Ha ha!
I can't believe I was so mistaken.
Deal
This
with
is
it.
why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch.
Stay
I'm
tuned.
going to stop the game for a moment so we
More
can
chance
educate you
to
properly
get a
on
real
safe
one.
decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Oh no, not instructional videos.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real
Wow.
person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most
Okay.
dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice.
Ah, not
He could
Stanley.
spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house.
That is an
Which
option.
choice would you make? Remember
Who
that
knows?
unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with
Yes.
a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
My goodness. Is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back scratching track. Did I remember that right? Yeah.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
Wow.
Most medical professionals recommend making at least
even
8 choices per day.
come
Do
up
you
with-
make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world,
Listen to this
just
part, Jay.
remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant.
Ah,
and the
this is so
feeling should
comforting.
subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay. Let's do it.
Ah,
What?
welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
Yes,
But
I have.
Not to worry. Now
Saw a lot
that
of
you're properly
forklifts.
informed on good decision-making,
Danger
we're
everywhere.
going to revisit a choice
Danger
you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct
Stop,
thing
stop,
to
stop,
do
stop,
would
stop,
have
stop.
been. This way, please.
Doors are rad. I want to plug it back in. Okay. Is it to kill myself? Because that would make me sad. That door will open. Oh god. I guess we're going back on the lift. Oh, is this how we find out about the catwalk if we weren't clever earlier?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
they put the fences
that
up!
story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
What? What? Okay. What's different? New door! No, same door. Okay. Do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop. Hear that, narrator? Obey the sign. Is it just gonna put us back in the... Is this gonna put us back in the office? God, that was so sad when it forced you to press buttons till you died. I already have a door, no, Nonzi, I'm sorry.
Almost there.
You have to
You'll take the
just
door on the
use
left,
door.
back to the correct ending.
Perfect.
The story will have resolution once again, home free in the real world.
I don't think we're going to do that, my friend. You will accept the door you are provided, Nonzi, and you'll like it, okay? That's just what happens in the real world, okay? You don't get to choose the door you have. We'll just have to wait till the end of the stream to find out.
Now remember, all you need to
that's
do
the
is
one
behave
left.
exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
Okay, Patty,
Just
what do we do?
follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
You got a pretty good
When
chance, I think,
Stanley
Nancy.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, that's not an option. So I'm going to give you a second to catch up to stream, because I want to know, Patty, should I go through the door on the right? Because that's what I'm thinking. Unless there's something more interesting, because you seem to know what's going on. Door on the right? Oh, and if you're watching this on YouTube, there's a dude named Patty Skaggs who seems to know what's going on, and told us about unplugging the telephone, which was rad. So I'm going to wait 5 seconds to see if you catch up and say something. Otherwise, I'm going to go through the door on the right. 5, 4, 3, 5, 1, 18, 92, 0. Excellent. Go through either. Most likely the right is more fun. Sounds good to me, boss. Wait.
No! Why did you do that?
Ah!
Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
I actually am getting a little terrified of reality falling apart. But I'm belligerent. Back through the right again. No, it did nothing. Okay, I guess there's no other option but the one on the left. Unless now it does something? No. Okay, through the left door. Seems like it's the only way to go now. And back to the meeting room.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe
Oh!
after everything we talked about that my story,
My
you've
bad.
destroyed my work. Why?
Productive
For what?
work environment.
What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone? Left here like
Agency?
so much garbage. It's
Freedom?
worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it?
5.
To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know.
Is the narrator going to kill
The
himself
answer.
now?
What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down.
No, don't.
I have to.
No.
I have to.
You don't have to do nothing. Oh, no. Just cheese it. What?
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you.
This is so
You,
weird.
Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed.
At least we're together.
It was the only thing
Even
in
though
the
we hate
world
each
that was
other.
mine, and you've run it into the ground.
Yeah, sorry, 8-bit
What,
door
did you
giveaway at
think
the
that
end of
would
the
be
stream.
funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon
Just
you
guess
how
how many
important it was
jelly
to be
beans are in the
like
jar.
Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to.
Mm-hmm.
He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
Stanley doesn't seem to know
That
that
thought
yet.
hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Jerk.
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it
part.
and been victorious.
It was
It would have been
really
so
bad.
perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard
No!
to behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Back to this room
I'm
again.
quite sure you'll be up to the task.
Shall we go
Just
to the right
follow my
door
lead
again,
and you'll
Patty
be fine.
Skaggs?
All right.
'Cause that's what I'm thinking.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Maybe. It could possibly, Donzi. Might just. I know a good way to find out, though. Nunzi knows about the secret door giveaway I'm doing at the end of the stream. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, YouTube viewers. Not happening. I mean, totally happening. Stay tuned. Okay, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to respond again, Patty. Otherwise, going through the right. 5, 87, 93, H, P, Waka. 0. Door on the right.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. behave exactly as Stanley would.
Oh,
that means
this is
choosing
different.
responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my
Oh, looks
lead
like you
and
got
you'll
some
be fine.
competition there,
All
Nazi.
right.
Death Knight's in the game.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I think we're going to keep doing this right thing until we find out there's no point in going right. anymore.
No! Why did you do that?
It's the same
Quickly,
exact
hurry.
voice dialogue.
Behave
Let's do that a
exactly
few
as
more
Stanley
times.
would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Right.
When Stanley came